All right, welcome to Speech 128. I'm Mark Fry, and I'm going to give you a quick introduction to taking this course in Canvas, show you how it's all set up here. After this video, you should have a pretty good sense of how to really jump in and take the course. So this is what it looks like when you first log into Canvas, and you'll see the class. And notice the way it's set up here. There are certain items, links here on the side. These are important. The most important thing are what are called the modules. We're going to be looking at those in this video. These are the chapters in the sense of the book of the course. These are the chapters. It's important to check your grades. You can check them right here. You'll be able to see which assignments you have missing, what grades you got on them, and so forth. You can also go into your account here, and you can set up things like notifications so that you'll get like text messages or emails when I change something in the course or post an announcement. This is very helpful. Another thing super helpful is over in the bottom right-hand corner, the to-do list here. It's going to show you assignments that are coming up. It will also show you feedback that I give you. Let's say, for example, you turn in an assignment and it's not quite complete. I might leave you a note about that so that you can see what you need to do. And you'll be able to see that feedback in the bottom here, the right-hand corner. Sometimes students forget to check that, so it's a really good thing to be aware of. All right, let's take a look at the modules. This is the thing you should check on right away, the modules, because this is the layout of the entire course. And you essentially are going to want to click on every one of these links as you go through so that you can read them and see what's going on. And this will take you through from the beginning to the end. Now, the very first module is called the Introduction to the Class. And we have things like the syllabus, there's a welcome letter, there's videos here on about me and what's going on in the course, how to navigate the course and so forth. And you want to check on all these links. There's also technology support, things like that you may or may not end up needing, but you should check every one of these links. The first real assignment is coming up. It's the orientation quiz and also the meet and greet discussion. You'll notice there are little dates right here. These are the due dates of when they're due. And you'll notice that there's a couple things due just in the first couple days of this class. Now, when you see the word quiz, don't get upset or freaked out about it. This is actually super short, easy. I actually made this like super easy on purpose just so that you can get started. We need to make sure that you're actually enrolled in the course, and the way to do that is to have you take a quick little quiz so that we know that you're actually not a robot taking the course, because that has happened sometimes. So this is you'll see this will only take you a few minutes. The meet and greet is a little bit more involved. In the meet and greet, you're going to click on this. This is one of the discussions. And essentially what you do with this is you're going to introduce yourself to the class. And it's a video introduction, right? You're going to record yourself and you're going to answer 3 of these questions. You don't have to answer all 5, just 3 of these questions. For example, what's your major? Why are you taking this class? And what is a communication problem you notice in your environment? You could pick those 3 or whatever. And the idea is you record yourself talking, and this is really just has to be for 30 to 60 seconds. It's not a long video, right? And then after you record it, you're going to comment on at least 3 of your other students' videos that you see that are posted here. And you're going to make some comments on them just to give them some positive feedback and so forth. Now, the way you do this is, the easiest way, I think, is you click on reply. And then when you're in reply, you click on this little icon here. It looks like a musical notation. And it allows you to upload or record media. Now, you could upload it from your phone. Often, if your computer has a camera built in, which most do these days, you can just click on record. And then you can actually just record yourself, right there as it comes up. You can just hit start recording and you can give your presentation, and then you're done with that, right? And then it's going to upload it. And that's all you have to do. This won't take too long to do. You do have to hit the post reply button. All right, so that's in the first couple days of class that you do that. That way you get to know everybody in the class because you'll be interacting. It's nice to get started that way. All right, there's some more items here in the module called About the Course, some more logistics, details about the course. There's an assignment coming up. You can see there's a date there toward the end of the week. It's called the War Story Speech. And this is, I think this is a really cool assignment. You're going to actually give a little speech about a time when you got into some kind of trouble, some kind of jam, and what happened as a result of it. And you end the speech by saying, so the moral of my story is, and you tell us what happened. Now, I've got a link here of examples. Over the years, we videotaped quite a few different examples of students giving their war story speeches. And there's like 120 of these things. You don't have to watch them all by any means, but I would recommend you watch at least a few of these. Each one of these is a video. Watch a few so you get an idea of what students have done and what kind of stories they've told. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're serious. They can be different types of speeches. So you'll do that, and then when you're done with that, right, you're going to actually do the same thing you did with the introduction, right? You're going to actually record your speech right there, and then you're going to post to 3 other speeches that your other students in the class have given, right? That's the idea of the war story. All right, now, as we go through these modules in order, you'll see the next big thing is something called the skill package. Now, this is a project that goes along with the whole course from the beginning to the end. You'll notice that it's got due dates that start March 30th and go all the way to May 16th, which is like the second to the last day of class. This is an ongoing project, right, that you'll do while you're doing the rest of the course. Now, you'll need to watch the video on how to do the skill package because there's a lot of little steps to it, and I don't want to try to include that in this video. So there's a separate video here, and you can watch that, and you'll see how to do the whole thing. It's a great project. So you'll also be moving along with the chapters, right? There's chapter 1. It goes all the way to chapter 7. You'll be doing these through the month of end of March, all through April, and halfway through May until we're done. So the idea is you're doing these chapters while you're doing the skill package, and you're building up a certain skill in the skill package all at the same time, right? So you'll see as you get into it that that's how it's set up. Finally, at the end, we get to the final, and you'll be doing a final speech upload where you're going to talk about your skill package and what you got out of that big project that you did from the beginning to the end of the class. Again, I've got a series of examples here that you can look at that I think are really helpful of previous students and what they've done. I think it's super interesting to watch what some of these other students have done, and you get an idea of how they presented it. I think it can be super helpful for you. All right, so that brings us more or less to the end. You'll see there's a few extra credit opportunities you can do. Mostly it's pretty clear cut. I think that you'll find it's pretty clear cut. It's nicely organized. You'll be able to get through this course. All the information, like I already sent the welcome letter out to you. You should have this already, but you can always come to the office hours on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Or you can customize an office hour with me where I can Zoom with you. My phone number is here for text messaging up till 10 p.m., no later than 10 p.m., please. And lots of information here to get you going. So hopefully this gives you a pretty good sense of how to get started. I think you're going to find this a great journey that you're going to be on here in the next 8 weeks. And I look forward to interacting with you and talking to you as we go through the course.